Hello, everybody, and welcome to another live and happy solstice wherever you are in the world. Of course, I'm in the northern hemisphere, so it's the winter solstice. So even if you are tuning in the southern hemisphere and that this is your summer solstice, you can still do this. I'm going to start the meditation at 11:11 because I'm into numbers. I love angel numbers, and 11 is the number of the portal. It's moving forward. And I just woke up this morning and had this huge urge. I need to do this today, even though I had intended taking the week off. But you know what? There's such a beautiful energy right now. There's so much light coming in. And some of the people that I've been following over the past few, couple of years or more, and especially astrologers, some light workers, some energy healers, everybody's saying the same sort of thing, and that there is more light coming in. And even on a physical level, there have been so many solar flares, um, huge bursts of energy and light. And apparently we have never had this much of an evolutionary uplift and change in our time. Happy solstice, flamed 24, and I know I should know who you are because I recognize that, but I don't recognize your name. Hi, Kerry, lovely to see you. And I know there's a few more hopping on now. Amanda, lovely to see you. I'm going to do a reading for anybody at the end. Don't shoot numbers at me yet, please, because it'll distract me. Because as soon as I go into the meditation, I will try not to look at anybody or any comments. In the meantime, I'll start it in about 3 minutes, so you can just make sure that you are comfortable and that you have space to just relax and make this time your own. It's a beautiful, beautiful time to get really, really clear. I'm going to talk some more at the end about the new moon on Friday, which actually is a super moon. It's a super full moon, closer to the earth, so much more impactful, and there's a lot happening. But really for this meditation, I want to sort of have it as a precursor for that, so that we can open up our heart, that we're really, really ready to make a big shift. We need to change our internal work, our internal world, how we feel, how we see, how we expect the universe, in order to see that happening. So just move with it. And I'll talk more about the transits and what's happening and the numbers and all of that at the end. Plus, I will be reading cards. But for this, I just want to bring in more light, and I want us all to be a beacon of light as we are filled with light and as we are manifesting for our own worlds, our own places in the world. We are, setting up that systems, so that what we see, we are expanding out. And I really feel now is just the most powerful time in the there's so much happening that we can jump on the bandwagon and make this a really, really good and new beginning. So anybody who's here now, I'll just invite you to get really comfortable. I like to have my feet on the ground, because I'll do a bit of grounding in this, and just make sure that you're not going to be disturbed by anybody. Be comfortable. And I will talk to you all in a few moments afterwards. It's almost 11:11, and it's 11:11 now. So, okay, so I want you to just sit comfortably. And it's good to close your eyes if you feel safe to do so. And just start to notice your breath. So just breathing in slowly and deeply and filling up your lungs with air and light. And as you breathe out, releasing anything that doesn't serve you, any thoughts, any negativity, and breathing in again, slowly, deeply, filling yourself up with light. Hold it And breathing out, releasing any darkness, any heavy energy, just letting it go. And just one more time, breathing in slowly, deeply, breathing in light. And as you breathe out, just allow yourself to sit in this space and just feeling yourself get centered. Become aware of where you're sitting, of your chair holding you in space. Now, I want you to imagine in your mind's eye that you can put down a root, that you are putting an energetic root down. You're grounding yourself. And in your mind's eye, just bring to mind a star, your star, in the earth, beneath your feet. It could be somewhere between 6 inches and a meter or more beneath your feet. Just recognize or notice that there's a star beneath you and that your energy is now rooted onto this star, holding you in this space safely. And I want you to just imagine that there's this beautiful golden bubble surrounding you now, a bright, bright golden light. And it's healing, it's safe, and it's protecting you. It's protecting you from any lower vibrations. It's surrounding you on all sides, below and beneath your feet, maybe even beneath your star, and above your head. And just notice or get the feeling, sensation, or just intend to have this bubble of light all around you, and that nothing of a lower dimension can get through this bubble. So in your space, you're safe, you feel safe, and your light can shine through this bubble, but nothing negative can move inside. Now I want you to just bring your attention up and call on any higher power that's right for you. God, the universe, source, energy, divine intelligence, guides, angels, anything that you call on. Just get a sense now of this pure, bright, bright crystal light moving down, moving way down from that center, from that highest realms, and feel that light moving down. Because this light is so bright, because this light is so loving, this light is here for protection and healing. Allow this light, it is able to move inside your bubble. So become aware now that you're surrounded in your bubble in this bright, bright light. So you've a protection of gold energy all around you, and in this space, it's bright, bright light. Now you can expand your bubble. You can make this bubble bigger. You can fill more light in. And just have the intention. Maybe it's a distance around your body of your outstretched arms. Maybe it's further. Just allow your bubble to grow to a feeling or a level that's right for you. Now I want you to notice that you have this space above your head. It might be 12 inches, 30 centimeters, it might be more. And it's the portal above your head where you can allow in energy in through your body. Just have the intention now of opening up this portal to allow in this light. And just feel that light moving into your crown, expanding your consciousness. And have the intentions, I welcome in expansion of consciousness and love right now. Just feel that energy moving in. Get a sense as it's moving into your head that it's expanding your thoughts with love. Your mind is filled with excitement and love for new beginnings. Get a sense now that it's moving into your third eye and it's opening up your eye, opening up your sight so that you look for and you see love in everyone, in everything, that you're non-judgmental and that you look now for love and truth in all things. Allow that energy into your ears so that you're hearing love and truth. Feel it now moving into your throat. As it moves into your throat, any tension, just allow that energy to open up and open your throat so that you can speak now with love and truth in all you speak and encounter, anybody you encounter, and anything you speak today and moving forward. Now feel that energy moving down into your heart. Get a sense that your heart is opening and that it's filling with this sense of bubbling up love and joy and bliss. And it is expanding. You might get a sense of a light in the center of your heart. And just feel that light and that center of expansion in your heart moving out, filling your bubble. And bring to mind now any part of you, any child part of you. Just bring to mind any age. Just see yourself as a child. Just send so much love to this child inside you. You might have the child in your arms. You might just see it in your mind. Just have the intention of really loving that child inside so that you're filling your heart even further. And as you do, you're able to give more. Get a sense now that this energy from your heart is moving out so wide that it's moving outside your bubble and it's seen from everywhere. But you're safe and protected in your bubble. Now allow that energy to move down into your solar plexus. And as you breathe, just feel that center below your ribs just softening, expanding, empowering you to be the leader in your life and empowering you to stand in your truth, to speak, to act in your truth with love in all things. I feel that energy moving down into your sacral area, down your lower abdomen. This is the center of your creativity. And as this energy moves down to this part of your body, allow it to open up your creativity and trust. Trust that you will see and know and get in a vision, an excitement of creating something new. As we move into this end of this year and move into the beginning of the next, get a sense of knowing what you want to create for your future. Knowing how you want to change your internal world so that you can change your external world, both for you, the people in your life, and in the wider world. Just feel that sense of creation and just know that over the next few days, that this part of your body, which is all about creation, is going to come up with new ideas so that by the time you get to the new moon, you know what intentions you want to set. And you may already know what you want to create. So I just want you now to feel that energy moving with that creation down into your root, Now, moving down your body, down into the earth, just rooting your ideas, your thoughts from above into the earth so that you can manifest, moving forward, making change. Now bring your attention back to your heart and just breathe in all that energy around you. Breathe in that energy from above. And I want you to feel that energy, that light, that higher consciousness moving in to your body, to your heart, moving into every cell in your body, lighting up every cell in your body, right down to the atomic level. Feel yourself being filled with light. And light is healing. Light eliminates all darkness. Light fills you up with energy. And light expands. Feel your light expanding now. And with your eyes closed, you might even imagine that that light is expanding beyond your bubble, moving out, connecting with other people in your environment where you live, connecting with people in your neighborhood, connecting further, moving further, connecting in your town, in the city you live, expanding and expanding. Now feel that sense of connection growing further, the size of the country that you're in. Now feel it expanding even bigger, moving out and connecting with everybody's energy in the entire world and lifting the energy frequency of the entire world as you lift your own. Get that sense now that whoever's doing this meditation at the same time, that our energy is having such an impact that we are connected to each other, but it is raising the frequency of love and light, expanding so that you are making an impact, a huge impact of love and light for this solstice on the 21st of December 2022. Now just bring yourself back into your body, just knowing that you can expand this love at any moment and ground yourself and bring in energy. And feel yourself now moving back into your body, coming back into your chair. Start to feel your fingers and your toes. Maybe move your limbs a little bit and take a deep breath in. And as you release it, just bring yourself back to your full awareness, opening up your eyes and just knowing that as you make an impact, as you change the energy in your body, everybody you meet today, just know that you're going to make an impact on them. And know that as you raise your frequency, that you are making an impact on the world and other people. And please, please do, if you liked this, share it with anybody that you think might be interested in, raising their frequency, raising their love, raising that energy. Because over the next, this is a really powerful time anyway, but over the next couple of weeks, so we've moved through, as we all know, we've moved through a really difficult time. And some of the things that were happening, at the start of 2020, when we had that Pluto Saturn conjunction, and it was really, really tight, and it was, very much about restriction. It was very much about, you know, kind of control. Saturn is about control and higher, government, top-down systems, rules, regulations, and Pluto shines light on that. And the square between, or the conjunction between those, played out all the way through 2020 and 2021, bringing that sense of constriction and tightness. But we're moving well out of that. And even last year, we had a square between Saturn and Uranus. And Saturn is about that control and that top down and that rules, regulations for your safety, all of that. And Uranus is the opposite. Uranus is the maverick. Uranus is about decentralization, where Saturn is about centralization and everybody doing something together, for the good of the whole. But Uranus is about individuals and community and being a little bit different and showing your difference, and it's much more loving and natural and authentic. And that's where we're moving, because that square between Saturn and Uranus, which has been playing out for a lot of 2022, is by the end of this year, by the end of December, is going to be 7 degrees apart, which is outside of that square now. So there's going to be a huge feeling of opening up. There's a lot of new beginnings, which, if you listened to me last Monday, I spoke a little bit about the new beginnings. We've got the new moon. It's a super new moon. We've got today, we've got this. There's the new moon is at 1 degree in Capricorn, and it is forming a square to a very tight square to Jupiter, which is at 1 degree in Aries. And Aries is the sign of new beginnings. It's the new, it's the first sign of the zodiac, so it's spring and that kind of energy. But there's so much, so many points of new beginnings happening right now. Get really clear between now and Friday about what your intentions are, because there's 5 actually of these new moons all at 1 degrees, 5 in a row of 1 degrees, which is unusual. Now, also, for a lot of 2022, we've had, at one stage, all planets were retrograde. We've had a lot of retrogrades, and Saturn has gone direct, Pluto has gone direct, and by January 22, all planets will be direct. Everything is moving direct, which is quite unusual for everything at one time to be moving direct. So that's a huge forward momentum. So get excited, and know that we can, with the power of our intentions and our focus, our attention to our intentions, staying focused on what it is we want. We are so powerful. We can do this. So be really clear about what you want. Get clear about what you want. You might like to listen to that meditation again a few more times, just so that when I bring that light into your solar plexus, that you're getting that bubbling up feeling of there's something new happening. What do I want that to be? You may already know what you want, but if you're unsure about the details, listen to that a little bit, and you will get clearer and clearer about it. Let me see. I don't think I have anything else. I listen to several astrologers. I'm not an astrologer myself. I've just got a very keen interest in it, um, but some of the things, I've saw what was going to happen in 2020. I had knots of anxiety in my stomach in 2019, and I couldn't figure out what, but I figured out what as we were going along and into it. But those have since left so much, even though it's been a real struggle. That feeling has gone, and I really feel an opening up now. Get really excited. Get excited and be in a state of expectation for something absolutely amazing, and get clear about what you want that to be. Okay, so let me see. I'm gonna read some numbers. So who have we got? We've got Paula, we've got Janine, we've got Amanda, Deja Marie, Um, Kerry, Tiffany Spalding. So beautiful, Glennis. Thank you. I'll read it bigger. I'll put this up on my screen. Thank you. Grateful for sharing your energy in this powerful symbolic solstice. You are so welcome. So anybody who is around, who's there, hi TJ, lovely to see you as well. So yes, so I've got the first number here is from Janine. So if you want an individual card for Christmas, for the solstice, for now, because I'm going offline until January, I think. Well, I thought that today as well, and I came on. So just give me a number between 1 and 5, and I will read a card for you. Now, I'm going to read, which is my kind of old favorite, so I read when I'm reading. When I'm doing an individual card reading, I read from several card decks to get a whole big idea of what's happening. But today, when I'm reading like this for you guys, and I can't see you, and I can't, I'm just tuning into the energy. I read from my Ascended Masters and Goddess cards, and they're just a little bit of inspiration for you. So the first one, and only, if I'd love to know your name, but some of you, I can see most people's names here now. So if I don't see your name, I will just mention it to put your name down, and a number between 1 and 5, and only put it down once, because I will come to you. It might take a while getting down to your number. Okay, so Janine is number 5. So just card for Janine, please. Now, this fell out, so I'm going to choose that as well. So this is number 5. I don't know whether you're ready for this or not, Janine, but there's a twin flame relationship coming and wanting to come into you. And this card is saying, open your heart to love. So I think that's fairly clear. So open your heart first in order to find a twin flame relationship. Maybe you already have. I haven't seen you for a while. So in order to find that twin flame relationship, you have to love yourself truly, madly, deeply, on a level of just nurturing, loving yourself, caring for yourself, doing good things for you, staying in a state of gratitude and love, and constantly doing that work, and out of that, that is how you manifest. Maybe you already have, because if you have, that card sort of says the person that you're inquiring about is a twin flame relationship. Twin flames, of course, is the sort of lightest, highest part of love and light. If you're just coming on now, do post me a number between 1 and 5, and you can go back and listen to the meditation after. Okay, who have I got next? Kerry Hales, number 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. So passion. This is divine passion. Can you see that card? Divine passion. So there's something that maybe you might want to work on, looking deeper at what is your absolute true divine passion and purpose in life. Because as you really get focused on that, and as you broaden it, and as you get excited about it, what is it that you love doing, and what is it that you would do even if you ever got paid to do that? What is your heart's true desire? Be really honest with yourself about it. What is it? Don't overthink it. Don't think, well, I can't do that because how's that going to work? Just start thinking about, what is it? What is it that I absolutely love to do? There's a sense as well that you might need to do a bit of dancing and playfulness, so okay. Next one down, we've got TJ. How are you, TJ? Haven't seen you for a while. Lovely to see you here, and it's early in the morning for you. So happy solstice, number 3. 1, 2, and 3. Find the blessing in your current situation. So just keep looking. Today, have the intention to find a blessing. Just have that intention. Where is the blessing? Just look for it, and you'll find many. Start today by just, looking for the blessing. And if there's a difficult situation going on, if there's something, if, whatever is going on, just, look, tune into, what is this telling me? How is this um, going to come in my best interest? How am I going to grow from this? Whatever that is, when you find the blessing, when you just see it, especially if it's to do with health, when you find the blessing, when you see and you understand, it can release things when you understand and you know what's going on. So I don't know whether that is now. I do have, actually, for anybody coming on, I do have, over today and tomorrow, the last few days, I'll post the link here, or if you're on my mailing list, you will get a link, because I'm doing one-to-one card readings, 50% off, only for today and tomorrow. And I won't be able to read them until January. So if anybody is interested in that, a full hour with me, which is 222 on my website, euros, that is now 111, and it's an hour full card reading with various decks, and I make you a bespoke audio for whatever comes up in that. So it's a really good deal, and I'm only doing it today and tomorrow. Okay, so where have we next? Lucy Salter. Lovely to see you, Lucy. Number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So, Lucy Salter, expect a miracle. Whatever that is, be expectant today. Expectant in the way that you actually just feel excited that you know something is going to happen. Maybe you are expecting something to happen. Maybe it's that you've been, not feeling that something is, but just get excited about something big, and look for it. And it doesn't, when we did, and I've done them in the past, and I will again when I carve up some free time, do a manifesting challenge. But the first day or the second day, it was always about expecting something, expecting joy, expecting a miracle, expecting a gift, or expecting something. Get into that sense of expectation, because it's so powerful that you will start to see amazing things happen. Okay. Hello, Cara. Lovely to see you. Cara Goodrich, number 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. See the other person's point of view. Now, just note if there's something going on, if there is a kind of a tricky situation, whoever comes to mind, is probably the person, or might be a situation. It might be more than one. It might be an actual thing that you're putting your attention on. When you see the other person's point of view, you don't have to agree with them. You just see where they're coming from, and just send a little bit of love and light onto that. It dissolves everything. Everything can change direction. So if there was if there was difficulty with a person or a situation, and you just send love and light to it, it's so powerful how that can change. Everything changes overnight. It can change, because on a certain level they're feeling it. It's a bit like doing Ho'oponopono, I suppose, as well. But you don't have to change where you're coming from. You still can have all of the, beliefs yourself, but when you just see how somebody else is reacting, and then let it go, they tend to move. If they're not to be in your energy field, they tend to move away, and it just dissolves the energy. Okay, let me see. Tiffany Spalding. Okay, number 3 for you, Tiffany. So, okay, they've sort of jumped in half here, and 1, 2, 3. So this is your number 3 card. Focus on your strengths, and this fell out when I was reading it, which is unconditional love. So for you, I'm going to read them both together. Unconditional love is just loving yourself truly and unconditionally. All your faults, all your good, you know, all of the things that you might not want to show, just loving, just being in a state of love. Um, and then focus on the things that you're really, really good at. Take your attention away from anything except for what you are good at, what brings you joy, and what you are so good at. Don't look at what anybody else does differently. Just focus on what you are good at, what you are here for. And loving that will be so powerful to just it's like it's your light then that leads, you know, if you're holding that in your hand, that you know, your gifts, it's the light that will show the way, show people to you as well as show you the way. Okay, Tina Crowley, how are you, Tina? um I know Christina is Tina, so you may have three. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, exactly the same card, and actually next to it and faced upwards, because they're all face down, was freedom. So focus on your strengths, okay, and that's the path to freedom. Focus on all the things that you're good at. Focus on also your past. Focused on the things that you have passed through, your strengths, why you're strong, what you've done, how you've come through, and that is the sort of path to freedom for you, and freedom to be, to do, to have. What is it? um and it's actually, this freedom card is kind of giving me a sense that get really clear on what freedom would be for you before you set your intentions on Friday for the new moon, before you write them down and declare to the universe, I intend this happen now, you know, and bring that feeling into the now, and just keep focused on it. Claire Louise, I do see your name. Thank you. I see your name. Yeah. Sometimes for some reason, even though people give StreamYard, you know, click that button, I don't see it, but I do. So number 3 for you. 1, 2, and 3. So bold. Be brave and be bold and be daring in some form. You know, it might be to unleash that kind of adventurous side inside you. It might be through play, or it might be through work, or it might be through any area of your life. There might be something that you're hesitating on, that you need to just say, I intend to do this, I am doing this now, or whatever that is. But there's also a sense, I think, of playfulness. Be open to play, and be, you know, be unashamedly you. Turn up as you, and be that kind of the bolder, braver side of you. Take risks, be daring, do something, take action on something. Whatever that is. Oh yes, I should have known. Joni. I was making note of that. So Joni, number 5 for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is a card that's telling you that you're becoming increasingly sensitive. Don't ever look at sensitivity as, oh, you know, a lot of us that are sensitive were brought up as being told that we were too sensitive, or that it's almost like a negative thing. But actually being sensitive is a really positive thing, in whatever form. You know, you might be sensitive to people, to smells, to environments, to toxins, to you know, and it may be that you are opening up a higher and a bigger channel to be able to allow in more light. Whatever it is, honor that sensitivity, and allow yourself to just to open your heart when you are feeling, you know, that sensitive. It might be a good idea to build a bubble around you and allow yourself to open your heart in that bubble, just like the meditation that we've just done. But avoid as well sort of situations where you might be stuck with people that bring you down. Avoid harsh chemicals, the usual sort of things. But actually, I remember somebody, when I was working with them, and it was on sensitivity, but that we looked at it from a different point, like skin, for instance. I have hugely sensitive skin, and I pick up things. I'm sensitive to energies and channeling, but for me, and this might be relevant for you, if you're noticing that you are very sensitive, look at it as a good thing, because your body is telling you this isn't for you. Just look at it that, whatever that is, that you need to pay particular attention, because it's just your body's way of saying, I want out of this situation or something. Okay, what have we next? We've got Rianne. So Janine is single. Well, not for long, Janine. Do some of that work, and there is a twin flame relationship coming. Okay, so now we've got Rianne Thomas. Lovely to see you here today, Rianne, and I am going to read you number 3. 1, 2, 3. This is the third time this card has come out today. This is obviously the card of the day. Focus on your strengths, not on weaknesses, not on anything that you feel, oh, they're very good at this and I'm not as good at. Don't focus on that. Focus only on your strengths. And if this is anything to do with work and moving forward and new careers or anything, focus on your past up to this moment, the things that you have dealt with, how you have gotten strong from different things, and focus on that. That will bring you a sense of who you want to work with, or who you can help, because you're helping people who are now where you were whatever time ago. So I don't know, that just came to me, so maybe it's relevant. Paula Goldstraw, missed the meditation. Sounds like it'll be lovely as usual. So caught the end. We'll do it later. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I do feel excited for the change. It's coming. I really feel it's, and certainly by, the end of January next year, I think, we'll all be feeling completely different. So number 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, past life. So there might be something coming up that involves a past life situation. There might be something, if there's somewhere that you feel blocked in, if there's something that, that you feel that you just can't do or you can't deal with, or it could be somebody as well that's coming up again and again, or it could be a pattern in your life that's coming up again and again, and they can involve past life situations. Get on to me if you were interested in looking at that, but just notice. You can release if you don't want to look at that. Just say, this involves a past. You can just sever any cords of attachment or any oaths or decrees that you've taken in past lives, and just allow it to go. Whoops, excuse me, sending things scattering. But I find past life regressions incredibly interesting. So let me know if you ever want to do that. But also, if you don't, just know that it doesn't have to be about what's happening now. And it might be also that there's something good from a past life. It might be that you've met somebody that you feel like you've known before. I've met so many people in the last 2.5 years that I felt, I have met you, have I? But I haven't in this life, and that we all decided that it was a past life. Okay, so playfulness, yes, Kerry. You're welcome, Janine. Amanda, number 2. So one card jumped out, so I'm going to give you that as well. So this jumped out, so it's Bridget, and don't back down. So stand up for what you believe in is right. That's just a little message. Just keep the fire lighting in your own heart about what you want to have happen. Whatever, um, whatever it is that you want deeply in your heart, know. Yes, even if somebody else doesn't agree or doesn't want it in your life, just keep that fire lighting, stand up for it, and stay focused. Stay focused on what that is. Stay focused on the end result. Stay focused on, yeah, stay focused on what you'll feel like when you have what it is that you want. See what that is for you. Okay. Can you play bingo? No. Tina Crowley. Yeah. That's right for you. Michelle Doyle. Okay. Hi, Glennis. Delighted to get you before you finish. If you have time, I have always time for you, Michelle. Number 3. 1, 2, 3. Persistence. Be persistent on whatever it is that you do that works for you. Whatever, be persistent in your meditation, in your morning sort of ritual. Maybe be persistent in giving yourself good intentions, setting intentions, focusing on the intentions. Be persistent on self-care. Be persistent in loving yourself. Be persistent in whatever you're moving towards, whatever it is that you want in your life. Persistent, tiny baby steps, little steps, taking action on, feeling good, persistent on listening to the audios that I know you have. There's also there's a sort of a third eye light shining here out of this card. Be persistent as well on maybe opening up that so that you always know what to do. Let me see if I have any other people who haven't. Could I get people to give me a card number between 1 and 5? And because it just, if I have a lot of people on, it takes less time. Catherine, oh boy, hang on, there's a number 8 here. Somebody I haven't met before though, so I will read. I'll tell you what, I'm going to shuffle, and yeah, a card jumped out, so this is what I'm going to get for you, okay? Because between 1 and 5 is my thing. So expect a miracle, Nicola, sorry. Expect a miracle. Stay in the vibration of there is a miracle coming. It can be in any form. What is it that you most want? What is it that you most need or desire right now? But you're in some way keeping it away from you, because maybe there's somewhere deep down that you don't really think it's going to happen. Change that to just being absolutely expectant about something. And if you find that hard to do it a big thing, do it on a tiny thing. Do it on something like expect just a surprise, or some joy, or some love, or to find something today. Just expect it. When you expect something and you see it in your mind and you feel it's just coming to you and you just expect it, our expectations tend to be realized. It's the law. It's one of the vibrational laws. Let me see. Totally resonates. Great, Amanda. I seem to be getting this message a lot. If you're getting a message a lot, it's usually a sign that you need to take action. Okay. Listen. So, not sure what a twin flame means. I've been single for a very long time and not looking. You don't have to look. You don't have to look. A twin flame is somebody who is the right fit for you. It's somebody possibly that you may have met through past lives that is just the right fit, the right, and everything reaches a new sense of lightness because you are together. And actually, if you're not looking for somebody and you think that, like if you're thinking of past people who have hurt you, and you've focus on that, well, you're going to meet similar people. But if you can release that and just make a list of what would it be, what would a twin flame be, what would it feel like, what would that person, what kind of attributes would that person have? Write it down, put it somewhere that you don't even look at every day, and let it go. That's what I did in the past, and I manifested an amazing person who I still have in my life. 35 years later, actually 39. Okay. Catherine O'Boy, lovely to see you. Number 3, and one card also jumped out. So 1, 2, 3, and this jumped out. Ooh. So reading the two of these together, this jumped out. So it's inner goddess, open the inner goddess, release the inner goddess, awakening that, through dance, self-care, nurturing, just being playful, loving yourself, being proud of who you are, dressing up, putting on music, I don't know, just being kind of, loving yourself, putting on your favorite creams and scents and whatever. Okay, and this then, Kali, is about endings and beginnings, which is perfect for now because we're right at the end of this this year, at the end of this lunar cycle, and there's a new one starting on Friday at something like, I think, 10:16 a.m. So set your intentions after 10:16 a.m. if you want to work with the moon, but know that there's always the end of an old. Something has to die before something new begins. So if it feels hard, right now, and maybe you're holding on to something that you just need to release and let go so that you can start afresh. And there's so much energy for new beginnings right now. I think, be prepared for what comes your way. Thank you so much. Yes, so happy to have all those audios, and have an amazing Christmas and New Year. You too, absolutely. Okay, I'm done, I think. Thank you so much, Lance. Be good to have some lightness. It would. So, okay, I'm going to love you and leave you here. I will be emailing you with a little meditation for the new moon for 10:16 a.m. and onwards. So expect to get that if you're on my mail list. And if you're not, I'll leave the link to join my email list where you can receive, discount vouchers on things and notification when I'm doing something big, or sometimes just I'm not a hugely regular emailer, I'm afraid, but I do let you know when there's something big happening. So love you all. If I don't see you in person between now and Christmas, have a beautiful, special time, whatever your beliefs are, just this time of the year when families come together and people tend to be more loving to each other or not. I'm sending love to you all, and I'll talk to you soon in the new year. Lots of love.